Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more Mario and Luigi, Partners in Time. Last semester, we returned to the castle and learned 2 new abilities, one for each Toadsworth we learned them from. The Baby Spin and the Baby Cakes. We took one of the 2 back to the Gritzy Desert, got some helpful equipment, and did a little bit of exploring in that area, seeing some new things. Oh, and I guess Bowser kidnapped Peach as well. You can't blame me for forgetting he's involved in the plot a lot of the time, okay? He's kind of been the B-plot, let's be honest. Anyway, this time, we are back in the castle, we're gonna make some preparations, and we're gonna head in the time hole after Bowser. Believe it or not, the princess got herself kidnapped again. I know, it's crazy. You know the drill. Move your mustaches and go get her. I'm glad I took the time to go talk to the professor because he didn't have anything that he needed to say to us this time, so I was a little curious if he changed it all. In the shop, we have 2 new items available to us. We have the Ultra Mushroom, which we can now buy. Maybe it'd be kind of helpful, I guess, but I have 11 of these doohickeys, though, so I don't need any more. And the Super Drops, which we have 15 of, so I need that even less. Nothing else that's new here. I don't feel the need to buy anything. Again, I haven't even needed the peppers. I've been dominating bosses in only a couple of turns without even using their actual weaknesses, so I don't really think I need anything there. In gear, nothing. Yeah, nothing at all. I guess they figured that the Monty Moles just gave you stuff, so there's that. I should mention that the item shop inventory does change in any item shop in the world, so if you went shopping with those Monty Moles again, you would have been able to buy the Ultra Shrooms and Super Drops now if you were to go back to Gritzy Desert and do that. However, we do have some new badges. Cashback badge we already obtained one of. The Lucky Badge makes it so that you get lucky hits more often, and I feel like playing a game of Lucky Hit, so why don't we get one of those? I'm gonna put that on probably, I think I'll put that on Baby Luigi, actually. I love outfitting the babies to get lucky hits all the time, just simply because it makes their damage output comparable to that of the older Luigi. So you're just doing so much damage whenever you have the quartet together. I love that. The counter badge increases the damage done with counter attacks. That could be kind of nice maybe on a slower character that doesn't get to move much though, but we're all decently fast. I don't think I need it. The drain badge, recover a few HP depending on how many times you damage the foe. We've already obtained one of those as well, so wow, this really wasn't all that new after all. So much for saving this because I thought it would take a little while, but that's okay. We can go over to Fawful's Bean and Badge and we can see what he's got for us. Wait just a cotton-picking minute right now! I walked off, realized that I didn't check the bros item inventory. That would have been pretty darn bad to be missing that one. We have the ability to buy copy flowers now. This is, bar none, one of the absolute best moves there is. We'll buy one. I know that I've been kind of doing that lately where I buy one and hang on to it though, but I promise we'll use this one a little bit sooner than we've been doing because it is a jump attack and we'll have opportunities to use that. Finally, I can kill those Goombas with just a first strike. If you want to grind up a little bit while you're down here, be my guest. I say it like you need my permission to do something in a game. Nah, do whatever you want. Have fun, okay? Don't let me tell you what's good and what's not. Of course, I'm gonna tell you what I think is good and what's not, though. But if you're having fun, just play it the way that you want to play it, okay? Maybe you didn't like how I outfitted my characters, so don't outfit your characters that way. It's kind of the beauty of games. I say to you, welcome! Welcome to Fawful's Bean and Badge. In this place, beans are like precious treasure milk from a famous cow made of jewels. All who come with beans leave with badges so rare they make mustaches droop with disbelief. What are you wanting? Let us want for the trades. The inventory is I'm 3 away from the ulti free badge. Okay, well, with how powerful I've been lately, maybe I didn't want to buy that anyway. Says I'm not going to worry about bean spots too much because they're not important right now. I was only 3 away from getting one of the best badges in the game. Okay, you can buy as many badges as you want as long as you have the beans for it. These are not just one-offs, which is even more ridiculous than how things already were. So yeah, I wouldn't have wanted to get the LT free badge right now anyway. I would have wanted to try out some other ones. You know that cash back badge that we saw? I get the feeling it's factually worse than the coin badge A. Typically, whenever a badge has an A at the end of it, it's going to be a really strong version of that effect, so I'm willing to bet that it's just a factually better version of that badge, so it's kind of doubly not that good if that's what you want to buy. You know what? In the interest of wanting to save some of my beans for some of the better stuff later on, and also in wanting to show different things, let's get the Pummel badge and put that on Baby Mario. And then I think we can just put the Big Pow badge, or not the Big Pow badge though, but the the one chance badge back on Baby Mario. The one chance badge back on Mario. Jeez. It's very confusing whenever you're talking about the same character twice. Alright, we'll put the one chance badge on him. Luigi can keep the Big Pow badge. We'll have the Lucky on Baby Luigi. We'll have the Pummel on Baby Mario. Maybe I would want to go and buy another Lucky badge for Baby Mario just in case I end up not liking this effect, though. But I'm not going to be wishy-washy about it. I think I'd rather just go all in with this setup, though. So, with that, I'll meet you back up above ground. That was actually over pretty quickly. Since we were just in the sewers, I want to draw special attention to something. No, it's not damage up. I've had a few people, not a lot, but a few, tell me that if you don't go into the sewers by a certain point, it can screw you out of finishing the game. I don't know if this is the case. I haven't seen it noted anywhere, aside from a few people telling me that it happened to them before. I don't know how accurate that is, though, but maybe if you haven't visited the underground, do it now, because the point that I was warned about is coming up in the next time hole we're going to. You want to check out the time hole? Like, I was way too far to jump. If only I could glide over there. Oh, it'd be a lovely Lakitu or a sleek Paratroopa. How you yearn for those days and your not so graceful voice that really makes you think that you can't fly. So, double. Okay, I will come pick you up. We shall have more adventures in piggybacking. And a time hole that only the babies can reach. There's no physical way for the bros to get over to it, huh? I guess we're gonna have an all-baby area going forward, so it's up to them to stop the adult Bowser. Gonna be a very high order, very tall challenge, and I'm certainly glad that I gave them a badge that lets them insta-kill certain enemies at times, especially if we're gonna be burrowing underground a lot. But here we are at Thwomp Volcano. I call shenanigans. That should not happen. They had no physical way of reaching that. Maybe just like they were so worried about the babies that they just scrambled for the time hole and were able to do impossible feats of strength that are way too extreme for them to show on screen. I don't know. Thwomp Volcano Trail. Beware of falling objects. Sounds pretty applicable for a place that's named after the Thwomps, and I like the look of this place a lot, how it's all blocky and it's lots of just like just lots of fossilized thwomps and them having all these different faces on them. That one over there looks quite grumpy, the one that's 2 away from where I was facing right there. And I can't jump out of that ditch, really? That does not look tall at all, but I guess to a baby, anything like that would be tall. You! Yo, this is Thwomp Volcano. You guys are mountaineers too? We all are, and we're extreme! Yeah, you might have guessed from the name, but this is a volcano with lots of thwomps. Oh, and there's also a scientist at the peak named Gadzooks or Ollie Smokes or something. I mean, they are extreme toads. What do you expect? Yeah, there's blocks up there. There, can you see them? Man, they're really teasing me. See the crevice? Unless you're flat as an extreme hotcake, you ain't getting inside. And I don't care how extreme you are, unless you float, you can't reach that other block. I've always been fascinated by things like Montezuma's castle and just ancient structures that exist inside of walls and those kinds of things, and just how they would have constructed things like that, though. So I like the look of this place a lot. It reminds me a lot of that. How you have just these little like wall-side structures and crevices and pathways to move about in that way. I like the look of it a lot, and the music is pretty good too. I'll let you have a listen to it. Not my favorite, I mean, it's no Gritzy Desert, but what is? Sounds a bit tribal and also a bit like a Russian folk dance. You might be thinking like, well, a Russian folk dance is a pretty out-of-place theme for this area to have, but then it hits you. This place is Tetris blocks. Ah, yeah, I had an answer to that. Here we have a new enemy, Thwacks. Very similar to Thwomps. Their color dictates who they're going to attack. Basically, they, if we can see it, I'm just gonna waste my turn right there. So you're going for Luigi? Oh, you're going for Mario? Well, that was atrocious timing. I'm gonna take this turn to heal up a little bit just because I can. Mushroom. Okay. These menus can be a little bit Maybe not daunting, though, but still, quite a few times you gotta press the button to use it because of just how many options you got. Okay, so you're going for Mario. They can change color. And they're fairly interesting enemies. They're quite easy to counterattack, all things considered, especially with, like, what a hard time I had at the beginning with them, though, so don't believe my hard time with them. You can definitely do well against these enemies. They're not really all that terribly threatening. Next, okay. Thwacks are very worth your time to battle. Fight as many of these guys as possible. Not only because they're easy and they're pretty good experience, but they have the possibility of dropping an armor piece, and I want to get that. Going for Luigi. Oh. You know what? I'm just gonna have both hammers out. I know that that's cheap. I know that that's just the easy way of handling counterattacks, but I need that help, and I need it bad if my indicate. Oh, I got 2 of them! I got 2 of them! As soon as I mentioned it, I get 2 in one battle. Okay. For one, good selling fodder because it's equipment you're probably going to be getting a good amount of, if that's any indication. Second, there we go. Block trousers. Okay. These increase defense by a lot. That's an increase of 70 defense, and if it's going to cost me 20 POW, especially with how much I've been hitting like a truck lately, yeah, we'll give that to Mario. And it sucks going from triple digits of any stat to having, well, I'm trading triple digits of one stat for a triple digits in another stat. It's just, when you hit triple digit HP in any game, if you didn't start with it, it feels like such an amazing milestone and you're so much more powerful than you were. I know that it's kind of the same logic of why every price ends in 99 because it sounds like a lot less when it isn't, though, but dang it, I am a sucker for triple digits, okay? I'm damn proud of it. I am proud of my 100 HP, and it was hurting me to give it up. Oh, new attack. So they can just lunge toward you and stop under you for a moment. They're very easy to jump on. No trouble at all right there. I was kind of hoping I'd get more of the, block trousers, I was saying. Black trousers. Thwacks also have a chance of dropping super mushrooms, so on yet another front they are an enemy that is very worth your time to fight. Can't toss you up there, so I guess we're just gonna have to break out our new ability, and it's a darn good thing that we got this new ability before falling into this ditch. Otherwise, we would have been stuck here for the rest of our lives. And that would be no good. Aw. Nothing in there, okay. Just thought I'd check that really quick. Can I burrow into this? No, I cannot. Okay, can't really burrow on slanted surfaces, I guess. Let me guess, too high for you guys to make? No, you can make that jump. Because that makes perfect sense. Gonna need the bros back for this one. Luckily, I can just roll my way on up there. Up this steep slope that is no match for me, but it was a match for the babies, which, again, makes total freaking sense how I'd have the babies walk up there first. So we'll grab you, get just 10 coins for our efforts. And now, we're gonna be kind of doing things on multiple fronts again. Not across dual screens where we have the babies just kind of going into a cave and opening a door for us, though, but they're gonna be taking the higher route, bros are gonna be taking the lower route, and we're just gonna kind of be juggling their abilities back and forth. And you know what? Oh, it won't let me be lazy if they're too close. I was about to say that I'm lazy and damn proud of it, though, but I guess this is good a time as any to say how cute I find that, how it just pops out and splashes back in, just... Such a cute sound effect, just like, would you... Can't explain why I like that. Ugh. Or maybe we don't have to go on 2 layers, even though it's more fun that way. I'm here to make things more boring by just using the block. Sometimes I do think they stick those blocks in places they really don't need to be. I know that they gotta be convenient because they don't know how you're gonna tackle different situations, though, and I'm sure speedrunners appreciate it, though, but I'm not one of them, okay? Oh, another new attack the Thwacks can do. They can call for help, I suppose. Just use up their turn to do that. Not really all that bad, especially when they drop such good items and they're so easy to counterattack. Might as well fight as many of these guys as you dang well please. You can call for help if you want. Aw, okay. If you must die, then you must die. I understand. Complicated deep world and all. Alright, so we'll... what? Onward we go. Ha! You can't jump on the field. You only know how to jump in battle. You should have had... I guess we didn't have anyone to teach... Well, no, I guess you should have gone to Toadsworth School for pressing A. Bet you're feeling pretty silly about yourself right now. So silly, in fact, that you failed to kill me. So I bet you're feeling extra silly now that you're dead. Yeah. I kind of want to check over there real quick. I feel like there could be something over this way. No, there's not. Great. Kind of glad that went off, though, because sometimes picking up the babies on a slanted surface doesn't work too well, where you'll just keep walking through them no matter how hard you try to adjust yourself, though, so that was kind of a relief there. What do you say? Also, I like the little tuft of hair you have right there. It's like you have a mohawk that got squished by the guy above him. Extreme danger! Crevice on the left is off limits to wafer-thin trespassers. Using the propeller inside to float is also negatory. Stay out! Go away! Well, lucky for you. We are just that extreme of pancakes. We can handle this, for we are extreme babysitters. Yeah. Gonna hop on in. I kind of wish that crevice was its mouth. That would be extra funny if it was. The imagery of just the thwomps and like their faces and stuff like that is pretty funny though, so I was kind of hopeful right there. What was on the lower route? Oh no! Well, now we can go find out, I guess. On the lower route, we have a pathway that takes us outside on a lower level. This is just, a ball return of sorts. Yeah, we could have just walked up this normally. You come and run me over, please. Thank you. I appreciate your services. And now I know that there is a bean spot in the wall right here, so we'll slip in and grab that. Here we are. Extreme danger. Don't hit blocks with hammers. Things fall often enough here without any help from you. Well, don't worry, for I am an extreme baby. I specialize in these experiences. Yes, I do. I think, yeah, I got too curious about this place. I wanted to see it. There's nothing here. It's, okay, just a ledge for me to go on. Okay. Well, I think you know what we gotta do. We gotta send the babies up there, be at that door when it opens, while the bros hit the block that we knocked downward. Look at that rolling tightrope act. Hit that, Luigi, thank you. You hit it extra fast when doing the spin jump. It seems like he just kind of goes up quicker in that process. Maybe that's another thing I can have speedrunners tell me, because I sure as heck don't know. It just kind of looks like it to me. Let's call you back up, oh so conveniently. And this place is really cool looking. I'm sorry, like, again, just, why am I apologizing? It looks awesome, okay? And I'm not ashamed to say it. These backgrounds and how it's misty as it gets lower and lower, like on a real mountain though, but everything's just made out of blocks. It's just a really interesting look to it. How you have things like the moss right there kind of drooping on that guy's face, and how you have all these, you have kind of nature trying to like take itself back from these ancient ruins. It's really nice looking. I like the look of it a lot. Well, now we've made it into the second region of Thwomp Volcano, getting higher up on the mountain. Things are getting quite a bit mistier and loftier. I think we're gonna end things off here, now that we've gotten to the new area and made some decent progress into it. Next time on Mario and Luigi, Partners in Time, we are gonna be going up higher on Thwomp Volcano and seeing if we can meet that scientist that we heard who lived on this mountain. If any games are to go by, scientists always have the story progress. See you guys then.